Hey guys, Spectral1630 here, and I'm bringing you my first video of 2019. This is going to be a review of my current Meren deck for Commander. And for those new here, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, do all that jazz, hit the bell, join the wolf pack. Thank you. Okay, let's get started with tokens and the commander, which everyone should know. Tokens I use is insect, token, okay. Zombie tokens, and the experience token. And then commander is Meren of Toth, and she reads, whenever a creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose a target creature card in your graveyard. If that creature's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters, you may return it to the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand. So, nice reanimator. Number 2 on EDH rec right now, I think. Let's start with land. So there is 28 land in this deck I run. Breakdown is 11 forests, 4 other, and 13 swamps. So we'll start with the other. Is just a Very Rot Farm, Command Tower, Jungle Hollow, and Terramorphic Expanse. We'll get to the swamps. Pretty self-explanatory. Play Magic. Forests. Got the Guild Kit ones. And Rebecca Gay painted ones. Okay, that's all the land. Yep, all the land. Sorry about that thing. Don't know what that was. Next is instants and sorceries. There are 21 of these. Okay. Rise from Grave. Rise from the Grave. Worm Harvest has Retrace. Pretty good for filling up the grave. Kalari Charm. Songs of the Damned. I mean, it's just good in this deck. In most graveyard decks. Diabolic Edict. Find out why later. Gaze of Granite. Board Wipe. Army of the Damned. And, you know, just zombies. Tokens. Hour of Glory. Treasure Find. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. Profane Command. Abrupt Decay. Ever After. Bantu's Last Reckoning, because I don't have a Damnation. Demonic Tutor. Languish, also because I don't have a Damnation. Putrefy. Cry of Pain. Diabolic Revelation. I had this before I had Demonic Tutor, so this is obviously going to be coming out. It's just terrible Demonic Tutor. Killing Wave. Game Dave. So, hard to read. It's black and X. For each creature, its controller sacrifices it unless he or she pays X life. And Buried Alive. Yeah, fill up the grave. And that is all the instants and sorceries. Next is the Planeswalkers. There are 2. Pretty simple. I'll read these then. There is Vraska, the Unseen. It's the old Vraska. Oh, this one's going to be hard since it's foil. Okay, well, until your next turn, whenever a creature deals comp damage to Vraska, the Unseen, destroy that creature, so it's Vraska Death Touch, basically. -3, destroy target online permanent, and -7, put 3 1/1 black assassin creature tokens on the battlefield with basically play your Death Touch. Just whenever this does damage to a player, they lose the game. And then Omnixless, reignite it. +1, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Destroy target creature and target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, they lose 2 life, or you lose 2 life. Depends who you put that on. Don't want to put that on yourself. Next is enchantments. There are 6. First one is Desperate Chant. Fills out the grave. Underworld Connections. Phoresis. It's fun because if you do get the certain creature card Mazarek, Cruel Death Priest, and he starts putting counters on stuff, and give this to a creature, especially him, since he has flying, evasion, it just gets really nasty. Bridge from Below. It's just a fun card I got in one of my Ultimate Masters packs. Dictate Karametra, double lands, more stuff, and Grave Pact. If you sack a creature, there are sack outlets, obviously, for the creatures. You start clearing off your opponent's boards. Next is artifacts. There are 9. Starting with the most basic one, Command Sphere, and Sol Ring. Or Sol Ring. Grimoire of the Dead. It's basically a charge counters mechanic. It's pay 1, discard a card, put a study counter on it, and remove 3 study counters, and you get all creatures from all graveyards and their zombies and black in addition to their other types. Birthing Pod. It's just fun to play in EDH. Neverall's Disc. I just have the old one, so I like using it. It just destroys everything except lands and planeswalkers. Darksteel Ingot. Quicksilver Amulet for those. Oh, I'm stuck on 4 mana but can still play things. Skull Clamp for card draw, and Felwar Stone. Next are the creatures. This is what's going to take the longest. There are 33. Starting with Runescar Demon. It's a 7 mana demonic tutor with a 6/6 body and flying. Gyre Sage. Once there's a lot of counters on it, it just generates so much mana, and it has Evolve, so cool. Geth, Lord of the Vault, starts pulling things out of opponents' graveyards. There we go. Drana, Blood Chief, or Classria, Blood Chief. 5 mana, flying, can start draining creatures and pumping herself. For 2 and X. Deathcap Cultivator. Azoni, Thousand Knife. Corpsjack Menace. That's pretty obvious what it does. Doubles counters. Protein Hulk, starts searching for stuff. Sisters of Stone Death. One another legendary in the deck. Gerard, Golgari Lichlord. Both of these abilities are good because the sack outlet, you can start draining people for stuff. And then the +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard is nice. Savara, Queen of the Golgari. Whenever sacrifice a black creature, you may pay 2 life. If you do, each other player sacrifices a creature. But after the life, there is a period. So technically, you can sack a black creature and then pay as much life as you want. And then they'll do this effect. But whenever you sacrifice a green creature, it's comma, you may gain 2 life. So you can't do that one all the time. Deathrite Shaman. Obvious. Put 2 click, start taking stuff, persist, doesn't really matter in this deck, you just keep getting it back. Terracodon, blowing up Swiftfoot boots, enchantments that are really draining the game, Winter Orb, stuff like that. Togar, if someone's at a very high life total. Demon Lord Belzenlock, he's just an include, because, I mean, every turn, basically, say you play in turn 6, and you have Meren out with 6 counters on her already, you basically it's a bunch of card draw every turn. Varlaz, he's a free sack outlet. Mazarek, because the counters, that's how you kill people mostly in this deck. Gonti is fun to replay because you keep getting cards, and I've done it so many times to one player that they started using all of the resources to try to get rid of Gonti out of my graveyard, but I kept pulling him back out. Shambling Shell, Dredge, Sacrifice, easy. Steel Hellkite, sorry about that. Steel Hellkite, flying. You can pump it for 2 and destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost X, and you can pay that much. Activates the ability only once. Sakura Tribuilder, or Steve. Find a land. Place of Bloodlight, sorry. Comes in with another body. You sack it immediately so you don't lose a 2 life. It's a 2/2. Another sack outlet, and it brings stuff back from the battlefield. Phyrexian Playlog. It gets rid of Ulamog if you sack enough creatures, and Kozilek, the Emrakul from Shadows. And it's also sack outlet for itself and other creatures. Mindwreck Demon, having a 4/5 trample for 4 with fueling your graveyard is pretty good. Finding Deathrite Shaman is also pretty good. Acropolis Regent, it's pretty good for the +1/+1 counters. It is flying. It's a 6/5. Bramble Sovereign, getting more copies of Necropolis Regent, Woodland Bellower, Deathrite Shaman is actually pretty fun. Shielder the Whispering One, and if you can't read this, she's a 7-mana Swamp Walker. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of your opponent's upkeep, they sacrifice a creature. It's basically what it does. Not the exact wording, but yeah. Yargle, because Yargles come to Bargle. Skullbriar, getting counters on it and smacking fast is pretty good. And Grave Shell Scarab, because you can sacrifice it and then dredge it back if you want. That is my Meren deck, and it wins probably about 60% of the time. Depends how aggressive you want to play. But, yeah, thank you for watching. I'll howl you guys next time.